What is up, Revivalists? How's it going? Simon here from CD Revival once again. I'm going to do my next basically CD show and tell for the bands that begin with O, artists begin with O. Not too many. Obviously I did Oasis last time in my ranking, and the next ranking is going to be a full Aussie ranking. So today it's just a few bands that I know that I've picked up CDs from them. We'll start off with the band The Offspring. Punky kind of, just a good rock and roll band really. Done a few albums, got a few of the better ones I think. Ixnay on the Ombre, really cool one, do like this one as well. It's got a few, some decent tracks on there. Key tracks like Motor, really cool. All I Want, way down the line. Both from the Crazy Taxi soundtrack, if you remember that from back in the day. Really cool game by Sega, and it had like tracks from Offspring on there, and those two were on there. Probably one of the first times I really heard the band, to be honest with you. But yeah, good album, that one. Ixnay on the Ombre. I have got also by them the album Smash, which is probably one of their breakthrough albums, I guess. Not their biggest breakthrough album. Also some good tracks on here. Things like Bad Habit, Come Out and Play. Some really good Self-Esteem, for example. Probably the key tracks on that one. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I have also got Americana, which was their mega breakthrough album. Obviously Pretty Fly for a White Guy, massive song on that one. Huge hit for them. Kids Aren't Alright, Walla Walla's on this one, which is also on Crazy Taxi randomly. What else have we got on here? She's Got Issues, I think that was a single as well. That's pretty cool. Why Don't You Get a Job? Yeah, good album, very good stuff. Conspiracy of One was the album that came after that. This one's got Original Prankster on it, which was kind of another, Pretty Fly for a White Guy kind of style track, single, but really cool still. Come Out Swinging's a really good one. A Million Miles Away, Want You Bad. A lot of good tracks on here. Still, really strong album by them. We have also got Splinter, which I think might have been the one that came directly after that. Not quite as strong, this one, but still pretty good. So yeah, that one there. And also their Greatest Hits, which I picked up, charity shop. You get it for £1. You can't really deny that it's worth the money. And yeah, just all the hits as you would imagine on there. So that's it for The Offspring. Next up we have the band Opeth, and I've got a few of theirs. I've got quite a few of their things. I mean, honestly, they're a band which I do like, and they also kind of bore me a little bit. They've changed their style, obviously. Started off as a sort of almost death, sort of black metal, but still super proggy with like sort of 10-15 minute tracks. Like on this album, it's their first one, I believe, Orchid. So a lot of time changes, a lot of different stuff going on. So this one's probably one of my favourite ones of theirs. It is pretty good. And then I've got the classic Blackwater Park, which is probably one of their most famous albums. Another really good album. Leper Affinity, really good. Drapery Falls is really cool. Probably the key tracks for me on there, the actual title track as well. Some really good stuff. Definitely some changes in tempo and changes in style on this one. Ghost Reverie is probably one of my favourite albums of theirs. And once again, similar sort of format to Blackwater Park, probably a little bit sort of slightly lighter in tone in places. Ghost of Perdition, really good track. Some Grand Conjuration. Good stuff on there. superb album really. And then they basically changed their style and they went a lot more sort of 70s prog, took out all the death metal style vocals, and just went for a more of a, yeah, just a sort of 70s proggy sound. So this one here, Pale Communion, this is like a double disc one. I think this comes with a DVD. So yeah, but yeah, a different sort of style really. Easier to listen to, I guess, but also yeah, definitely not as heavy, not as sort of thrashy, and like with no like growling vocals. They completely have stopped those over the last sort of 4 albums. Sorceress, probably my favourite of their latter period for sure. Some really good stuff on this one. Things like Sorceress, The Wild Flowers, and what else is on here? Yeah, Will O' the Wisp is a cool track as well, so a lighter one. Some good album. Probably the best of their latter day period. Heritage, which is another cool one. Well, they're all cool really. I say they do get a little bit tiresome, like halfway through the album you think, oh my god. But still really, really cool. And their most recent one, In Cauda Venenum. This was released in like a UK and a sort of, I think, Swedish language as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is just the English version. And yeah, this one does go on quite a bit. It's a long album. But still, yeah, like Opeth, but I don't probably like them as much as I think I should, if you know what I mean. But yeah, great band, super talented band. But I just find it hard to listen, to keep my focus on them for a whole album a lot of the time. So yeah, a few non-metal bits now. A couple from the Orb. This is like the Blue Room single. This is, I think, the longest single ever to come out in the UK chart. It's like 39 minutes long, one track. So yeah, I think I'd say it, certainly at the time it was the longest ever single on this UK chart. I'm not sure about now, but yeah, long, ambient, sort of dancey almost, quite sort of dubby in places. But yeah, I kind of like their stuff. I've also got their album Orbis Terrarum, which is another like kind of themed really. I don't know what the theme really is. I guess it's kind of nature. It's a lot of like animal noises, but yeah, a lot of heavy dub bass on this one. If you want to give your speakers a sort of bass response test, this probably is a good album to do it with. I've actually like fucked up my van speakers with this album. One of the left-hand speaker like really pops now after playing this with the bass up, so be warned on that one. But yeah, really cool album if you like sort of just a chilled out dubby kind of thing. Do enjoy that. A few albums from the band Orbital as well. I haven't got their first one, the Green album, which is well worth having, but the second one, the Brown album, is probably my favourite of theirs. Really cool if you like sort of intelligent, I don't know, dance music, I guess. It's electronic music, but for me, I like a lot of rock and everything, as you've noticed by my videos, but as long as music sounds good, then, you know, I'm down for it, whether it's, you know, whatever style it is, really. So as far as electronic music goes, for me, Orbital are one of my favourites, you know, really. Say this Brown album is really, really good. Say the Green album that came before it is awesome also. And also, what have I got from them? Snivelization. Not quite as good as the first 2 albums, but still got some good bits on there. Well worth checking out. I have got Insides, which is probably the weakest of the albums of theirs that I've heard, but still not bad. This is a double one. This comes basically with Insides on it, which is some remixes as well. So yeah, standard like the track Satan, the Saint, the single from the movie. and Halcyon Live as well, which is a really good one. But yeah, good, cool album, but yeah, probably the weaker one that I've got. And also The Middle of Nowhere, which I don't really like as well. It's a bit back to their original sort of style. So that is awesome. If you like electronic music, give Orbit a go. Outcast, I've got the Speakerboxxx The Love Below double album, 2 CDs on that one. Good album. It's the only one of Outcast I've really heard, to be honest with you. It's got Hey Ya on there, which is the sort of the famous single they did, but not really necessarily representative of the whole album. It is pretty good. Frank Ocean, Channel Orange, not bad, pretty chilled out. It's not necessarily my thing, but I actually don't mind this album at all. And lastly in the O's is Alexander O'Neal, All Mixed Up. Got this at a car boot sale and I thought, why not? It's got Criticise on there and Fake, which are both pretty cool, funky tracks if you like that kind of thing. So if you don't, then you don't, but I say there's no, I think, like what you like. Don't be afraid to say that, oh yeah, I like this, because there's always someone that will like the same sort of stuff that you do, and there's always people that will criticize stuff that you like as well. So that's what it's all about. So yeah, that's pretty much all my O's, apart from, say, Ozzy, which will be my next video, full Ozzy studio album ranking. I've got pretty much all his live albums as well, I think, so we'll go through those. Should be interesting. Say, big fan of Ozzy ever since I was, first got into rock and metal, so should be interesting. So thanks to all the new subscribers that have subscribed recently. I really appreciate that. Massively appreciate that. So if you've not remembered to subscribe yet, please do so. And thanks very much for watching. Welcome your comments as well. I will catch you all next time. Have a great evening. Take care. Cheers. Bye bye.